before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today I'm going to do you a favor because I've been talking since the 1st of December about applying for the EIDL, and I haven't really showed you how to do it, and that's my fault. A lot of you probably took initiative and went on ahead and did it yourself because you just go to SBA.gov and go to COVID relief options like I did mention, and the EIDL application is actually pretty simple. It's only a couple of pages and it's very simple. But I'm going to go ahead and go through it right now. But before we get into that, if you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports for all three of the bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. You would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week with your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. Now, if you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then you can click the Wealth Hire Car in the description below, and that way you can use the hire car in conjunction with the Wealth Dasher, and that way you can still make $500 to $1,000 plus per week using their vehicle on your time. You want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500? Click the Be Free link in the description below. And with all the shopping we're doing right now, you would like to get some of that money back? Well, you can by clicking the Cashback link in the description below. Now let's go ahead and get to it. I'm going to try to make this video pretty quick. Of course, I'm not going to put my information there. I already applied. I'm just going to put information in there and move to the next step so you can see how simple it is to do this EIDL application. So let's get to it. You can see I'm already on the SBA.gov website. I'm already here. And so what you do is you just go up to funding programs. As you see here, it says COVID-19 relief options, and just click that. It'll bring you here. You just go with the EIDL. All right. So you click the EIDL. COVID-19 Economic Injury Disaster Loan. Okay. So we're just going to go over to the EIDL here. Tell you what you need to do on the COVID-19 EIDL. You already know what that's about. We're not going to waste time going through all of that. I'll tell you about the deadline. Then you start the application process. Now here you are. It's going to be your control number and all that stuff. They're going to send you all of that. So scroll down here. Answer questions. Is any principal of the applicant with a 50% or greater ownership interest more than 60 days delinquent on child support? You're going to say no. Has applicant or owners of applicant ever been engaged in production or distribution of any product or service that has been determined? Okay, you're going to say no. Is applicant or owners of applicant currently suspended or disbarred? You're going to say no. All right, this, of course, if you're not doing any of this stuff, well, if any of this stuff doesn't apply to you. Is any owner of the applicant currently incarcerated? Is any owner of the applicant presently subject to an indictment? So I'm clicking no to all of this stuff. I believe I went through this before in another video, but I'm just doing it right now for you guys. Within the last 5 years for any felony involving fraud, bribery, no. I haven't done that. Is the applicant engaged in any illegal? Does the applicant present live performances? We don't do that. Does applicant derive more than 1/3 of gross annual revenue? We don't do that. Applicant primarily engaged in political or lobbying activities. Applicant owned by a state. Applicant owned by a member of Congress? No. Is applicant a pawn shop? Is applicant engaged in lending or investment? Is applicant a loan packager? Is applicant engaged in multi-level sales distribution? Is applicant engaged in real estate development? Is applicant a life insurance company? Is applicant business or any owner of 20% or more of the applicant currently in bankruptcy? No. Okay. So, see all of this stuff. Alright? All of this stuff here. Now, if you're involved in real estate investments, it probably doesn't matter. I'm not sure about that, but since the business that I'm putting on here doesn't deal with any of that, I'm not worried about that right now. Okay, but I don't think that really matters. I don't think that just credits you or make you ineligible. Anyway, but since all of these are no, all right. Gonna go on to the next thing. Okay, hold on. Some people might be missing or incorrect. What are they talking about? Oh, okay. Haha. Choose one. Applicant is a business that, together with affiliates, has not more than 500 employees. Right. Applicant is agricultural. Applicant is individual who operates under a sole proprietorship or without employee, or as an independent contractor. And okay, so I went too fast, so that's not it. Alright guys, you're probably like, hey, what is he doing? He don't know what he's doing. But I didn't go through all of them, so that's why, see, y'all saw firsthand, that's why it's good to read all the questions first, then answer, right? Then answer. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be this one right here. Applicant is an individual who operates under a sole proprietorship with or without employees, or as an independent contractor and together with affiliates has not more than 500 employees. Okay. Just going through this again. Nonprofit, business, including agriculture, that's not me. Travel business, cooperative. Okay. See, with me being an LLC, because I'm a single member LLC actually, so what they do is they kind of treat it like a sole proprietorship in a sense, or independent contractor. So that's the one I chose. I do remember I did choose it. I didn't choose this one up here. I chose this one. Okay, so then you scroll down and you do all of this. So I skipped all of this. So if you caught that earlier, I'm sorry, but yes, you gotta go do this part first. Eligible entity verification, and then you scroll down and do the eligibility questions. So I was actually kind of looking for that, and I scrolled up, and after I see I couldn't go through, so you go next. Okay, business information. All right. Sole proprietors or independent contractors without a legal business name should use the owner's name. Okay, but I personally, had a business name, so we're gonna go with YouTube LLC. All right, that was me. That's because we're just coming up with some stuff, right? Organization type, This would be actually put LLC, but you can use any of these top ones right here. All right, or this one right here. You can use independent contractor, self-employed, sole proprietor, or LLC. If you're not an LLC, if you didn't submit your information to be an LLC with the state, you can't use this. You didn't submit your information with the county to be a sole proprietorship, you can't use this. So you'll either go self-employed or independent contractor. Self-employed independent contractor. You can use your social. You can use your social, but a lot of times if you're self-employed, you're going to use an EIN. Even if you're an independent contractor, I encourage you to use an EIN. So anyway, we're going to go with that. So since most of you are probably independent contractor, I'm going to put independent contractor here because you're probably doing Uber or Lyft, or you're doing Instacart or something like that. If you're self-employed, you probably have a hair shop or a nail salon or something like that, or you know, you're selling clothes online or something like that. You know, something you're doing from home. Sole proprietor, same situation, or you probably went ahead and got you an LLC. You probably did that. I don't know, but remember, these are the ones that they're going to treat particularly like sole proprietorship. All right, so I'm just gonna, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna go with LLC because I did put YouTube LLC. All right, I'm gonna do that. So if I said independent contractor earlier, my mistake. I meant to say LLC since I already put YouTube LLC. All right. Is applicant a tribal small business? Nope. Please select which form was used for the applicant business 2019 tax return. I use form 1040. Business EIN. So I'm going to go with EIN because I did use the LLC. But remember, you can use your SSN or your EIN. Doesn't matter. If you're self-employed or if you independent contractor, you can use the EIN or your SSN. I use the EIN. So I'm going to choose EIN because I'm going to stay consistent with what I'm putting on here. But again, if you don't have an LLC or a sole proprietor with an EIN, then you can use your SSN. Business 10, I'm going to go 01 546 823. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So it had to be 9 digits. But if you got an EIN or SSN, it doesn't matter, right? Is this applicant a franchise? No. Primary business location was match tax returns. So you can say 245 My Street. City, Tampa, Florida. Okay. You'll have to put the county in there if you don't want to. Zip. Okay. I don't know what the Tampa zip code is. I'll just throw something in there. Alright. We're going to say 33875. Okay. Business address is gonna go with 245 Deer Street. It's also in Tampa. We go with Florida. Gonna say 33877. Business phone. Business phone would be 6-425-9900. Okay. Business email. Biz email at mail.com. Date, business operation. It has to be in 2009 or before February of 2020. So we're going to go with 1/5/2019. 1/5/2019. Business activity. So we're going to go with communications. Couldn't find nothing to fit. Okay. So you search for your NAICS code. I don't remember that. I don't remember doing any of this stuff. This is new. This is new. This wasn't on the other thing. This is some new stuff. That is an extra step on this. Like I'm gonna change this for some simple transportation. Because I can find transportation with no problem. It took me a minute to figure this NAICS code thing. I'm not sure if this is right, so I encourage you to go look up the actual NAICS code. I'm not really getting nothing from here, so all I did was just add a couple of zeros at the end of the code. Alright, it was 4859. I just added a couple of zeros. Alright, not sure if that's right. I know the zero going to the front, the zeros going to the back, but I got the code, so I thought it was the code, which is, I came out of it. But what I thought was the code, I came out of it. It was other transportation. As you probably saw, it was other transportation. And so I added that and I put 2 zeros at the end. So hopefully that's right. It may be, it may not be, whatever. But make sure you look up that. You might want to type it in Google or whatever. Or you might want to go to, I guess this is the NAICS website. But, type it in, figure it out. I'm not going to figure it out on here. The video is already too dang long. I didn't want it to be this long because I didn't know it was like this. I did it earlier. I did it last year, and it wasn't nowhere near as difficult. I didn't even know how much of a loan I was going to get, but right now they gave me calculated loan amount right here. So I like that. But anyway, I can't apply. I will have to do the reconsideration, and the reconsideration, as you saw my video before, is a little more into it than this. So let's go next. Business owner's information. Right here, just add your information in here. And up here it says the applicant business owned by a business entity. You're just gonna click no. Then you go to the business owner's information. Me, self. Okay, me self jams. Oops, hold on. Okay, mobile phone. This is not my phone number, nope. So I hope y'all not trying to, call that, because that's not my phone number. I don't know what phone number that is. You will say manager. You can say owner. You can say owner. Why not? Ownership percent 100%. Email my biz at mail.com. Then your SSN 52165. Birth date. This is not my birth date. I said 09 17 75. Okay, 75, right? So 09 17 75. All right. Why the heck you keep doing it? I wanted to put, I guess it don't matter because it's not my birthday anyway. So do all this over. 09 17 75. Okay, so there we go. Place of birth, I'm gonna say Central Florida, right? U.S. citizen. Residential mailing address. 75 Tampa. 75 my street. Tampa. In case y'all wanted to know, I'm not in Tampa. just easy to do. Then we're going to go with the zip code. What I said the zip code was, I don't know. We're going to go with 33857. I don't know why I said 57. I clicked 96, but never mind. It's additional owner information. Citizen. Okay, what is missing? Okay, yeah. That's why they got the birthday right there. Hold on. So I did. 09/17/1975. I did it the first time. It wouldn't let me do it. Okay. Then you click next. Additional information. Required documents. These documents will be requested online later in the process. The application will not be accepted without them. The IRS Form 4506T, completed and signed by applicant. Completion of this form digitally on the SBA COVID EIDL platform will satisfy the requirement. Okay. So they want this again. This is for the tax information. Any of the following documents demonstrating gross revenues, business tax returns, IRS forms for a partnership. Okay. So this is totally different than before. None of this was on here. So IRS Form 4506T, they're going to want that. And they're saying you can do it digitally on the SBA COVID EIDL platform. Alright. Any of the following documents, more than likely, you're going to need this right here. 1040. Alright. I need the 1040 because I'm pretty sure a lot of you don't have the business tax returns. So you're going to be using the 1040 Schedule C. Alright. Additional information may be necessary to process your application. If requested, please provide within 3 days of the information request. Okay, and all this information. Right. If anyone assisted you completing this application, whether you paid a fee for the service or not, that person must enter the information below. Okay. I give permission for FBA to discuss any portion of the application with representative listed above. Okay, there's nobody there. Where to send funds, you're going to put your bank name, your route number, and your account number. You're going to go to next. Alright, that's pretty much it. Then they're going to do a summary, and then you're going to submit it. That's pretty much all it is. Alright, now it's a lot different than what I did. So for me saying it's simple, I'm going by what I did. Alright, that was in 2020 when everything was streamlined. This is not so streamlined anymore. It's still not hard, but it's a few extra steps. Like we didn't have to find the NAICS code back then. We didn't have to do a 4506T until I did the targeted EIDL, and all of that was DocuSign stuff. All right, so I mean it's a little different. It's a little different right now. So that's pretty much what it is. Hopefully I helped you out. You see how it go. You can knock that out. I made it a little longer than what it should have been, but I see extra steps that threw me way off, but now you know what to look for, okay? But again, get your applications in. Once you do this, you're going to get the targeted EIDL application and a supplemental application. It's going to be the email invite. You go through that, and once you get the 4506T, you may be okay. With me, I had the 4506T. For me to do a reconsideration, I still got to do the 4506T again. But that's fine. Anyway, hope it helps you out. Get those applications in, people. And thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all three bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then Wealth Dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. If you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, click the Cashback link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.